Hi, my name is Paul Wiseman. I'm the founder of the Wiseman Group, an interior design firm in San Francisco. I've been in business for almost 44 years. It'll be 44 years in January. Still standing, love what I do. I should have paid attention to my earlier childhood because I was always looking at architectural plans and building houses out of blocks and sand castles and everything to do with architecture. And then I decided I needed to please my parents and become a lawyer, which I was very unhappy with doing that and studying political science. And I ended up traveling a lot, which I think was an escape from not liking where I was in school. And the day after I graduated from high school, I went to Europe for 3 months on $5 a day. My junior year, I was in Australia at the University of Tasmania for a year. And then my best friend came down and joined me, and we spent 6 months coming home through Asia. And on that trip, he said to me, "Why are you studying political science? All you do is talk about art, history, and architecture." So the light went off. And then I moved to Paris for a year. And then I tried to talk my parents into letting me start all over again in art school. And they had 3 kids in college. And they said, "Darling, why don't you go get a job in the industry and see if you like it? And then we'll talk." And so I never looked back. So I never went to design school, nothing. I'm very blessed that I have natural talent. I was 27 when I started my business. In January, it'll be 44 years ago, and we're a firm of about 50 people. We have 16 full-time architects. We do interior architecture as well as interior design. My special talent would be that I'm very intuitive. I was born with a hearing loss, fairly significant, and so I had to learn to listen very carefully. And I think the combination of that and my intuition allowed me to relate to a lot of different kinds of people and intuit what they wanted. And so then that allowed me to be very versatile in the styles I work in, very contemporary to very traditional and everything in between. I'm an environmentalist by my very nature. It is a very imperfect world. I've been very fortunate that some of my clients have been willing to pay that extra it takes to be truly environmentally conscious, and not all are. And so we have to make compromises. We do the best we can, I would say, and fortunately I live in California where the state supports that, and our regulations support that. And so we try to be conforming whenever we can, wherever we can, but it's just like I said, it's an imperfect world in that respect. In my own house, I even did my sofas with no foam, recycled wood, undyed linens. Everything's in motion in our world because most of our jobs take a long time, and so one of my favorite projects I've been working on for 9 years, and that's with Frank Gehry. It's a house here in Northern California, and very complex. And we're in the home stretch on that, and hope it'll finish. But it's been quite a extraordinary learning experience, and working in an aesthetic that I was not familiar with and have become so, and enjoy it. I have 2 projects in Big Sur, California, which is, I don't know that you know it's the south coast, south of San Francisco, extraordinary area. And I have 2 clients that have properties that jut out into the ocean, and they're both under construction, and that's very exciting. I'm also working on a project in Spain. This is very exciting that we have an international job. One of our clients here bought a house on the Costa Brava in Spain, outside of Barcelona. It's a beautiful beach house, and we're completely renovating it. And I'm on Zooms twice a week. I was on this morning to Spain with the landscape designer and architect. So it's all those above. That's what's exciting me right now. A level of professionalism. When I started, things were really unprofessional. It was, everybody was basically a housewife decorator, and they didn't have good contracts. A lot of people were not very honest. I was fortunate that I had my first CEO, CFO, was a certified public accountant from Ireland, and he was with me for 20 years. And my present one has been with me for more than 20 years, and he was one of the founders of Jamba Juice. So I've surrounded myself with business people that really know what they're doing. I'm not good at that, and so I make sure that way our business is very clear. I think one of the things that we started was the transparency, like how do we make our money? You sell an object, and we have to either charge hours or a percentage or both, and that's how we make our living. And once we expose that process and let people know, and they know we're not cheating them, I think that opened the floodgates for our business, because our reputation is worldwide. Instagram is a good place on some levels. If you find a subject you're interested in, it's the new magazines. In terms of flipping through the pages of magazines, all of a sudden you get to flip through, and it's just very quick, and people don't stay focused. That's probably the downside. But I'm a farm boy. I grew up 80 miles from San Francisco on a pear farm, and my cousins have been farming there since before the gold rush. And my dad had a small ag chemical business and a small orchard, but I drove tractors and trucks. I always say I'm the only decorator in San Francisco that can drive a tractor and a 10-wheel truck. It served me very well. I'm a very avid gardener. My garden is very important to me. We just photographed it, actually. I'm very excited because I've been working on it for 25 years here. My house is an historic summer house from 1912.